Prodi is winning because Tsubaki has no revitalizers on his team. Unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Prodi will win. Prodi will win.
And there we go. That's about as much damage we ever see. Oh, no, I thought this was Brio, but there we go. Dandry taking some damage, but takes some damage here. Revitalize over there. And that is the game plan for Prodi. And let's take a look at the scoreboard. So, as you mentioned, the health advantage is on Prodi's side. Mashuk falling a bit shy, under 50%.
Plus, it will go to turn 30. And one side has 3 revitalizes, 1 bush and 1 life percent, and the other side has nothing. So...
yeah, and look at this, guys. The first time we see him all together. So Cerny, Dendry, and Spriol. You got the little brother, middle brother, and the daddy all on the same board. And Wolfie's almost like the cousin too. Wolfie's the cousin of these guys with the bush synergy.
The chat is suggesting Piranian for an extra revitalize, and actually I like that idea. Maybe instead of Whiplump, we can try Piranian next time.
Yeah, I mean, I love the tech. I love the hibernate Wimplump as well with the chamomile.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, Piranha, why not? Why not make it even more? And dude, this is such a funny thing to see. You would never think these two little guys doing so much work for Prodi.
Yeah, Tsubaki is trying his best with toxic thumbs, but yeah, I mean, Valorant is -1 attack as well. And wait, how did Valorant get -1 attack?
Here, let me see.
Whiplump has 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I think it is Wimplump. I think we can't ever count out some craziness coming out from Prodi. It has to be. I think it is a tenderness coming out from that Wimplump. Or else, I don't know how else it would be. You know, there's no roar like we saw before, so I think that's the only explanation for a -1. Because there's a couple -1s right now. There's a -1 Grumper, a -1 Volarin too.
So the only thing that's good for Tsubaki's side is that at least Valorant has Sweatband, so he can spam these toxic moves. And Gulder has a relatively large stamina pool, so he can also spam toxic wings. I mean, he might try to kill one of these, at least one of these natures, before like out sustain, like can like out damage their sustain. But if they get enough enough shy shields, then you won't be able to do that.
Exactly, I think this is the game plan coming out from Tsubaki. Try to kill the Spriol before more shy shields, as you said, so it's just that +1 defense. So you know, another Noxious Bomb, another Toxic Ink. It might be doing a lot. Of course, you know, good old Revitalize is online for both of these Tems. That's going to be huge. I believe, is it 30% when it's nature synergized? So it'll be 60% increase from both those Revitalize?
It is like 25% to yourself and 10 extra percent to the
your
person
ally.
who
Okay.
you revitalize. So if you revitalize yourself, you revitalize 35%. If you revitalize your ally Tem, then you revitalize them for 25% and 10% yourself.
There we go. So could be looking at a good 50% increase in that HP pool, which is obviously all the way up at the current HP. But Tsubaki-chan not gonna let that happen so easy. So Feather Gatling on the Spriol, doing some little chunks.
So a double revitalize will be 25 plus 35, right? So that will be 60% actually. So that is basically just almost max. Yeah, he cannot out damage this.
Yeah, the Revitalize potential way too strong. I mean, if there was a Noxious Bomb, perhaps a bit more. But that camaraderie trait on Spriol, who would have thought, looking so good? We saw it before on Paharic. Paharic, when it was paired up with Grandpa, also really good. Also really strong, really tanky bird. Very annoying with those double hyperkinetics. But I dare say, this may be a bit more annoying to deal with or face off against.
Yeah, and since you are running both Deandre and Sony, so you have more chances to proc it as well.
Exactly, so you get, as you said, more chances to proc the trait because, you know, 2 of the evolutionary lines on his team. And yeah, this is a tough matchup. I wonder what other Tems does Prody have on the team to not have anyone ban, you know, Spriol or maybe Cerny for one of those guys. Maybe the other Tems are more of a problem. I'm not too sure.
No, he has Kino, so like Tsubaki probably banned Kino.
Very true, very true.
Other than that, Whip Lump, yeah, he has Whip Lump, the Gulder. I think he has Gulder. I don't remember the final one. So 5 natures, Gulder, Whip Lump. I don't remember the final one.
So yeah, the only biggest difference here compared to Prody and Tsubaki is Tsubaki has no way to recover HP. None of these Tems learn anything like Revitalize. We saw Shiro do really close, but without a way of bringing the Mashuk back in HP, it's a little rough going against this team. Prody, you know, theory crafting a really strong stall comp. And here it goes, Revitalize here, Revitalize there. It's relentless pressure in the terms of defensive pressure, rather.
I mean, like this team, like Prody's team, look very strong right now, and also in the previous like match as well. But I really don't know how he survives like a PJAP Ketsa team where they just destroy you before you can set
yeah,
up.
exactly.
I need to see how that plays out.
Yeah, we have to see. I mean, knowing Prody, he probably has, you know, Wimplum to try to deal with some of those fire Tems, but I think he was almost prepared to verse those guys. So I don't know, maybe in the picks and bans he tries his best. But yeah, you know what? Maybe today a lot of people didn't want to run exactly meta Quetzaleno neutral Tems. So you're probably performing a bit more now. But I don't know, it just looks strong. We'll see though. We'll see if there's someone running that in the top 8 cut, because I think Prody might be heading there.
Or also Machia's team. I want to see how he performs against the Toxic spam as well. But he might beat that because Toxic doesn't like put so much pressure early on as opposed to Ketsa team. But
yeah,
this match Prody will win. Yeah.
Yeah, so going Tsubaki-chan trying to think what can he get out. So Mashuk not trying to get more damage done on him, does bring out the Golder. These two Tems, both Toxic Tems, theoretically on paper do effective damage into these nature Tems, but Prody making it not look so easy.
Yeah. I mean, if Tsubaki didn't have the sweatband on Valorant, it would be even less close than it is right now. But yeah, thanks to that, now he has full stamina on Valorant, full stamina on Golder. So he will again try to do a toxic spam and hope that it kills one of the natures at some point. I doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it's at +5 speed going into the Cerny. Oh my goodness, wait a minute.
It's +4 special defense.
Okay, and it's minus special attack. I forgot it's an anaerobic bird. I was about to say it is at wait. Never mind. It's not it's an aerobic bird. What am I talking about? Wait, why? Yeah, +4 special defense as you said. Jesus, a +5 aerobic bird doing like less than 20%. That is insane. Because Voldrin, the strongest attacker theoretically against these guys, as you said, special attack damage is the way to take these guys down.
It is anaerobic, right? It's not aerobic.
Oh wait, wait, yeah. What am I talking about? It's special attack. That is anaerobic. It's just it confused me a little bit with the speed. Yeah, it's anaerobic. That's why it's not doing so much. Of course.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, like your special attack doesn't affect it that much. But probably he's not running speed on it, so that's cool. But yeah, still, I mean, like that was a good idea. Still +5 special, like +5 speed. I think if he hypers anything but Cerny, then he will actually make some decent damage, like around like 35-40%. At least.
Yeah, I believe, of course, the -2 special attack, bringing it a bit more down. But yeah, the +5 speed makes up for it. So it is a net positive, of course. But yeah, you think anything except the Cerny, because Tsubaki seems to be gunning down. But okay, going into the Dendry this time, and that was big. That was big.
It's like a decent damage, but still, I'm not sure if he out damages the right phases. But he's trying his best.
Yeah, and so much.
And the Methodism, yeah, that's coming in clutch actually.
Yeah, no toxic. Wow, it's almost like a free chamomile. These traits have never been displayed so well as Prote's doing here. Camaraderie looking like a beast. Mithraism against these toxic Tems looking like a beast as well. Revitalized Prote just doing such a fantastic job of keeping all his Tems in the green. But Tsubaki doing trying his best, of course, bringing them down to size. Toxic Ink trying to do a little something. And as you point out, the sweatband on the Voldrin keeping them going and going. I don't think he did anything that turn. It might have been a rest.
Yeah, he's trying to reserve his stamina to at least hyper every other turn.
And here it is, as you said, preserving some stamina. Dendry gets big hit there. Yeah, almost up to 50% or down below 50%.
He decided to water cutting the leaf for once, just to see how much damage it does. Oh, he actually revitalized Cerny.
Okay, so Dendry's finally looking like he goes down, but of course, that free almost toxic immunity right there, doing a lot against the likes of Golder.
Now he will revitalize Deandre with Cerny first time, and Deandre himself next time. Actually. And the MJ is full HP again.
And there we go, some spiciness. Yeah, Voldrin.
That's really nice actually.
Yeah, really nice. Voldrin was at max speed and was doing additional damage thanks to that max speed. So Prote just realizing that, trying to bring him down a little bit more, do a little less damage. And yeah, you know, it's gonna be hard to bring that Mashuk back in and not take more damage, because this is just a preserve HP game for Tsubaki-chan. I don't think there's a way. I mean, he's been trying for the past 24 turns to bring one of these Tems down, and it's just not going. Revitalized with those traits on top of it is a bit rough. Is looking like.
Yeah, plus and Gulder is also out of stamina, unlike Valorant, it does not have any setband, so yeah, it's GG. Well, I hope Prodi won't cause Salat to get nerfed.
Yeah, you know what we can do, Zeuxo? Maybe the winner of the tournament decides to ban one Tem for the next one. How does that sound?
What do you mean, like throughout the tournament they banned that Tem? Really? So you cannot play that Tem?
What'd you say? The Prote
So I mean, like, no, I'm like, what is the format? I'm not sure. I am.
Yeah, same Swiss, same top cut, but with some bans. Let's say if we had banned Cerny or something like that, or we banned, you know, a lot of people were saying ban Nagais or ban
like for the whole tournament. You know?
Yeah, for the whole tournament. I mean,
nice. Yeah,
you know,
but I'm not sure. Like, if you only ban one Tem, then that's kind of is not fair, right? For
yeah. I had in mind exactly how we did it. Remember in the Pazuko, you were definitely in the community before. Remember when we did the Fantastic Four ban where we banned Pick, Kinu?
Yeah, you can maybe like ban like Naga, maybe some Ketsa users, maybe a couple Toxics. I mean, just like be fair to every archetype.
To everyone, yeah, that's the idea. I tried to get a poll going, but everyone voted no ban, so that's why we didn't ban here. But we'll see. It looks like people obviously want to have fun and spice things up, so we'll consider it for the next ones as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, but back in the day, that Fantastic Four, that was really like extremely better than other like Tems that
exactly.
we have. I don't think like right now we have like Tems that are extremely OP and that are stronger than others. I mean, maybe like Naga is a little strong at the moment, but still like not terrifying.
Yeah. nothing truly stands too much out. I mean, certainly with the side looks a little bit oppressive, but yeah, I think you're right. There's definitely answers. It just looks like this without an big, you know, Quetzal users here. But we'll see. We could consider it, but we'll get back to the game. Mashuk coming back onto the board, perhaps trying to get the Volran speed back up because those roots are adding up. Plus, reducing the speed down to +3 speed. We'll see. I mean, Zeuxo trying to do something, but we're not going to be able to do it against Dendry. So perhaps onto Cerny. But those Toxitics a little too slow for something like a double Revitalize coming out from both sides.
Yeah, this match is over.
Yeah, and I know Tsubaki maybe realizes it, but trying his absolute best. Trying to do some damage. Maybe if he gets some good damage at that turn 30, could bring it back his direction. But Revitalize, gonna make it harder, of course.
I mean, it could work if Tsubaki at least had one Revitalize. I mean,
Exactly.
he's probably like running Kinu, so maybe for the band Kinu. But maybe he was running Sony, right? Maybe he should have picked Sony himself, so he can Revitalize himself.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. He did. Yeah, I think Tsubaki will actually look pretty good with one Revitalize, as you said, like a Kinu or Cerny. But knowing Prody, he probably banned Kinu and maybe Cerny for. I don't know if Tsubaki was running Cerny.
I think he was running, but he probably banned it second, like Prody. I think. I assume so. I mean, like Volar and Mushuk, maybe he started with Volar and Mushuk against like Sony and hoped that he could out damage his stall. But now we see that actually he cannot out damage this stuff with the slow toxic times, I think. Yeah, so I mean, I want to see how this performs against a very aggressive team with like special attackers and Quetzals users maybe. And yeah, I don't think he can sustain that sort of damage. But yeah, we need to actually see it.
Yeah, it could be a bit fast. We saw some aggressive teams earlier, so we'll see if those guys make it into the top 8. It could be going against Prody, but yeah. Turn 28 is right here, so turn 29 is the following one. Hyperkinetic bringing down the Dendry to 72%. We will see. I mean, second to last turn. Is there any way to bring any of these HPs down below this Mashuk? It might be a tall task to ask.
Probably not.
Yeah, you know, I never want to count anyone out. But Zeuxo, I think you're right, of course. Very smart player, of course. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's just one more turn. This turn and the next one to decide it all. But as it stands, Prody with the HP advantage. Dendry kind of falling down, kind of getting the low. You know, another hyperkinetic. If a double revitalize wasn't coming out this turn, could have done a bit.
Toxic Plum, which is a nice one. Probably does more than Noxious Bomb at this point. And you get a tick on Sony as well. But the end rest, due to its metabolism, is immune to ticks. Yeah, so we'll probably see a Bush plus Revitalize to finish things off.
Yeah, so last turn in the Swiss round number 4, Tsubaki has to have a huge hyperkinetic strike, but Prody doing a good job at reducing that damage back down to +3 speed, and it's at +3 special attack, so almost canceled itself out. That hyperkinetic not going to be doing a whole lot onto Prody's Dendry. And Golder, yeah, it's gonna be a little close. But Mashuk being down at 43% is the one that's gonna cost Tsubaki this match. But let's see, Dendry's 75 down to 49. Okay. And of course, Dendry, Jesus, why does it go up so much? It's just 25%, but it feels like 50% sometimes. And there we go, Tsubaki fighting valiantly to take down Proteus.